going to revisit this subject. On the screen, who you see is the Ashley Grayson. If you've been watching me for a while, you know who this is. If it's recirculating in the news, that's because she just got sentenced. And what a time to get sentenced during the holidays if you care about that stuff. I particularly don't, but if you care about that. How Fed time is Fed time. We'll discuss that in a little bit. That'll be the subject of the video. But before we get into that, let's give 4 shout outs. First off, again, Vegan Kings, congratulations on the monetization. Hopefully y'all go see his channel, go visit it. He's of Haitian descent. Whether you eat vegan or not, that's not the only thing he talks about. Please look at his channel. I encourage you to go look and see if that's something you'd like to sub to. My second one is the Solomon Project. He is my biggest supporter on this channel. I have to give him that shout out. Of all the support I've received, he is my biggest channel supporter. Solomon Project, I think if he had a spirit animal, is probably a chicken, because he has a thing about chickens while he's traveling. So he's multifaceted. He talks about stocks. Give you a warning, he's not giving financial advice. Please go to a certified financial advisor. He's also a trucker, so he gives a unique perspective on that and goes into trucking life. My third one is a brand new one, Brandon of Palm Beach. He's a chef. Although he's learning vegan cuisine, he's also very multifaceted and can cook various meals. So go look into Brandon's channel. He's making the rounds as of late. Go look at him, see how he cooks at a country club. You'll get that perspective, which I've always wanted to know. A cook or an attendant from a country club, I wanted that perspective. And last but certainly not least, let's save room for Empress Nikki P. Y'all best recognize. She's on her way to getting monetized hopefully soon. Her channel is also multifaceted. She's out in the Chicago area. She does gaming. She demonstrates parenthood with her son Jabril. They go out through Chicago doing various family events. Nikki P, don't let her fool y'all. She's also a very good cook. She just downplays that, and I think it's a great thing to have that kind of humility. So if you want to know what it's like to cook budget-friendly meals, how to shop a certain way, gaming from a mother's perspective, and motherhood from the perspective of someone who has a minor child and grown children, Nikki P is it. All right, now back to our regularly scheduled program. I've touched on Ashley Grayson, and I've told you all with the article about to pop up. It be your own people, and this is regardless of race, because when you go really look at crimes, it be your own people that will hook you up and try to pretend to be one thing and will end up in prison the next minute, getting themselves caught off in some stuff. Because as you know, she tried to put professional hits on her rivals who are also her same race. To my knowledge, they're all foundational Black Americans, but I could be wrong. Okay? I've said this as much for years. If you are a certain type of person, whether you were born into money or you come across money in time, because Ashley didn't grow up with a silver spoon in her mouth, money merely enhances who you already are. And despite having great business savvy and by all appearances seeming like a people person, you can genuinely tell based on the crimes. And please go back and read the stories. I'm not going to read those for y'all. When I talked about scams in one of my videos and I brought her up, she seems by all accounts to be a spiteful person. Let's be honest, what made Ashley so approachable is that she is attractive. Let's not pretend that has nothing to do with it. Because the pictures coming up on the screen, this is not an unattractive woman, okay? But the way in which she carried herself like a business professional, she's also approachable. You will never be the only head honcho in anything you do. You're always going to have competition in no matter what you do. She failed to understand that these were federal charges, said these things on live phone calls with her face showing. Then when she got caught, I was just playing. The problem is the FBI wasn't. And when you cross state lines, guess what that means? It's Fed time. Just got 10 years now. And y'all know how this is. There's no possibility of parole on Fed time. Correct me on that if I'm wrong. I had to pause the recording for a moment, y'all. I apologize. Sugar in one of her little silly moods, as usual. I discussed Ashley Grayson and how she seemed to be approachable and businesslike. And let's get something straight. The business she started itself started out as legitimate, okay? It's wanting to unalive your rivals that's the problem. But let's be honest, she could hoodwink people based on proximity. Because oftentimes when you want to go after people for scams, you're going to go to the thing that's the closest and the most comfortable. And what is the closest and most comfortable thing? People of your own skin color. If you go look at most scams, most people will rip off someone of their own community because of the proximity. Because you wouldn't think that someone of your own community is going to betray you, but that's how it happens. And I can recall that I had told you all that I was going to revisit this Ashley Grayson stuff. Thanksgiving's not the best day to put this out, I know, but because this woman is gone to prison and she has a child that's less than 3 years old, because she had recently become a mother while these charges were being put up. Here's my advice for y'all. Between PPP loans, putting hits on people and stuff, understand somebody gonna tell on you. You're not safe in these streets. Because although what she did was completely wrong and she got the time she deserved, because she loved to flash on social media, somebody was probably waiting for her downfall. When you become successful, I don't care your skin color, your gender, what, you gotta move different. You can't move the same as you had in the past. Not because you're better than those people. Not because you see yourself as inherently different. There are some differences. But because the circumstances call for you to move differently. No one should stay stagnant. No one should stay the same. If y'all are listening and you take me seriously, please take this video serious. This isn't funny. That someone just got locked up in the Fed while their family, because that little girl will darn near be in middle school by the time her mom gets out of federal prison. Because she got so caught up in her revenge against people based on business practices instead of just getting into different focus groups and finding something different that was going to make her better. That she's just messed up her future. If it's true that she's 35 years old, she'll be touching 50 by the time she come out of there. Not that it's too late for her to start over, but this is a cautionary tale. Please be careful of your circle and how you move. And be careful of your own internal stuff that you haven't dealt with, because money's not going to make it better. It's going to enhance it in ways that you did not see coming, because you did not mitigate that and you did not prepare for it. Don't be Ashley Grayson.